Hey, alright, this tag is long overdue. Back in October, Madman Reads and Rocks tagged me in this wonderful tag. It's called Madman's Monster tag. And a monster tag is right up my alley. So I'm going to do this now. It's long overdue. So here we go, Madman, and thank you for tagging me. Okay, first question, Dracula. He's a badass with a lot of supernatural abilities and a lot of weaknesses. Name a book you like that contains a lot of plot holes and or uninteresting chapters. Well, that would be the graphic novel Harley Quinn that I read, because they took parts of that from different, like, other graphic novels and put it in a collection. And they were set in different kind of universes and had different kind of plots, so I was kind of confused. Even though I enjoyed them, I was kind of confused going in between the stories. I loved it, but it just didn't really flow, and Harley Quinn even looked different in each one. And then there was a few, not very many, but there were a few uninteresting chapters that I was like, I could have done without this story. Alright, number 2, The Wolfman. He's super strong and super aggressive. Name a book that grabbed your attention from beginning to end and left you feeling scarred. And that would be The House Next Door by Anne Rivers Siddons. I thought that it was going to be like a creepy, gothic, haunted house novel, but this was very different. I mean, it was a creepy house, but you just don't know. What scarred me was, okay, first of all, I couldn't put it down, but what scarred me was at the end, you didn't know whether there really was something sinister going on or the people in the house were just crazy. And they do something that is not very nice. I don't want to spoil it, but they do something that's not very nice, and you wonder, was that just something they did because they're nuts? Or were they right? What if they weren't right? They really did something horrible. So that kind of scarred me, because I was like, I don't know. I don't know. Alright. Frankensteins Monster. He's composed of many different body parts and therefore finds it difficult being accepted by most of society. Name a book that tackles more than one important topic and is not well liked by everyone. I don't have an answer for this. I really tried, and I looked through everything that I've read through the years and thought about it. And the thing is like, all the novels I read, all the horror novels, would probably be difficult to be accepted by most of society. I read a lot of horror novels. Now, non-horror novels, they seem to be kind of liked, and there's nothing about them that would be unacceptable. Oh, I just thought of something right now off the top of my head. Okay, I was going to like back off of this question. This was going to be the one question that I didn't answer. Well, I don't know. Okay, this book would not be accepted by most of society. Okay, and it's called Savaging the Dark. And it is about a woman who has this obsessive relationship, and it's from her point of view, and she's jealous and paranoid and thinks he has the upper hand, and she ends up kidnapping him, and he's 11, okay? So I'm sure that that would be difficult being accepted by most of society. The only thing is it didn't really tackle more than one topic. And I can't say it's not well liked by everyone, because I don't know if anybody but me has read it. Okay, but that's called Ravaging the Dark. It's a good author, but boy, is it unsettling. Okay, because, you know, an 11-year-old child. Okay, The Mummy. He's dead and wrapped up in gauze, yet he's somehow still kind of scary. Name a book that you feel has a boring beginning but a very interesting ending. And that would be Pork Pie Hat by Peter Straub. It's a novella. I got in one of my nocturnal readers boxes. It starts out really slow, and it's about this jazz saxophone player, and you wonder, hey, where the heck's this going? But then whenever it really starts to unravel, it's like boom, like a slap in the face. It's like, oh wow, it's coming together, I get this. And it's creepy and unsettling. Alright, The Invisible Man. He's easy to lose track of and easy to forget about. Name a book that you believe is underrated and or in danger of being forgotten. That would be Dark Gods by T.E.D. Klein. That's a collection of novellas, and it's on cosmic horror, and it's one of the best cosmic horror collections I've read. It's really good. And the thing is that this guy, he's a journalist, and he's like written 2 books, and that's it. And he doesn't seem to be in any hurry to write another one. And he wrote these books a long time ago. So, and I mean, Dark Gods is excellent. So, I feel like people still need to know about it and not forget. Okay, number 6, Creature from the Black Lagoon. He's amphibious and looks like a cross between a fish and a scuba diver. But he can be pretty creepy when he wants to be. Name a book that creeped you out or made you cringe more than once. Okay, now, you know what, it's funny because Mrs. Caliban is about an amphibian that looks like a cross between a fish and a scuba diver, but it's not creepy, okay? And it didn't make me cringe. It's actually a love story. But when I read that, I thought, oh, that sounds like Miss Caliban, until it got to the point, well, Mrs. Caliban, until it got to the point where it says, name a book that creeped you out or made you cringe more than once. Well, I would say Ghost Stories of an Antiquary. Okay, that is old. It's an old book, but it's a classic. And those stories in there are creepy as heck and scary. I'm serious. They are scary. I'm not exaggerating. And especially the last story, the ash tree, or one of the last stories, okay? That ash tree, I can't even talk. That story, the ash tree, creeped me out and made me cringe, okay? Because, it's about things that live in a tree next to a house, and I'll just leave it at that, okay? Phantom of the Opera. He wears a mask and a cape, but he's no superhero. Name a book that led you to believe it was just another rip-off of others like it, but ultimately ended up being something quite unique. Oh, that's The Blind Mirror by Christopher Pike. That is like one of the most creative vampire stories. You don't even know it's a vampire story when you're reading it. It is amazing, and it's very, very hard to put down. Christopher Pike is an awesome writer. He usually writes young adult, but when he writes adult, he's amazing. So, The Blind Mirror by Christopher Pike, I thought, oh, just another zombie. Nope, not zombie. Excuse me, not zombie. Just another vampire novel. And believe me, he put a spin on it that it was unique. Okay? And I don't want to tell you the spin because I don't want to ruin these books for you. That's the problem. Alright, question number 8. If you could be any monster, who or what would you be? Definitely Cthulhu. 100% Cthulhu. That is my creature. Okay? Alright, and then it says, spread the monster love. Tag some people. Who do I want to tag and annoy? Let's see. I'm just kidding. I don't want to annoy you. This is a fun tag, okay? But it's hard to find people who haven't done all these tags already. Alright, so I think that I'm going to tag Jeffing Off. Yeah, Jeffing Off. I want to see him do. He likes horror. He opens different horror boxes. So I'm going to tag him in this Madman's Monster tag. And Shades of Orange, if you haven't done this yet, by all means feel free. And actually, anybody who would like to do this, feel free. But I figured, you know, Shades of Orange, she reads a lot of horror. She might be interested in doing it. And Jeffing Off might be interested in doing it. But like I said, anybody else who wants to do it, I tag you. Okay. Thank you for stopping by.